Welcome to the news at 4 on this Friday. Metro area students have been back in school for at least a week, and already thousands are in quarantine after potentially being exposed to COVID. We found out there's no consistency in how districts track and share the overall picture of COVID in their schools. But I learned today many are now changing that.
How about some data? So we're quarantining hundreds of kids. How many of those kids that we've quarantined have COVID?
Turns out, statewide, we don't really know.
Parents absolutely want to know, kind of up to the moment, exactly what's going on, and no surprises.
Eric Happel, a PPS dad, and Jennifer Dale with a Lake Oswego student both believe data should drive decisions so their kids and all students can stay in school this year.
Making informed decisions with information is something that we need to be doing a lot more of.
To try and answer that call, Portland Public Schools launched a detailed online dashboard this week. It's updated with COVID cases and quarantines multiple times a day.
Our families are asking us in this COVID time for transparency and clear information so they can feel safe and feel good about what's happening in the schools.
But not all Oregon districts are doing this. The Oregon Department of Education has no requirements on tracking and posting these numbers. That means a patchwork of policies and how districts share information with families and the public, and what kind of information they share.
Parents have a right to expect that there's consistency in the way policies are applied and in the way that data is communicated, and we're not seeing that.
Gresham is one that shows active cases and quarantines in students and staff, updated Mondays. Others, like Lake Oswego, only post cases, which doesn't show the full picture.
It's pretty bare bones right now.
Lake Oswego is now working to add quarantines and the percent of vaccinated staffers to its tracker. Some, like Beaverton and Hillsborough, rely solely on Oregon Health Authority data.
We're simply not satisfied with a 1 to 2 week time lag.
Beaverton is now creating its own real-time dashboard with a plan to launch next week.
We think we owe it to our community to be fully transparent about what COVID looks like in our schools right now.
From tracking COVID in schools to tracking vaccines, PPS sent families a survey about their kids' vaccination status.
So that helps with contact tracing to know who's vaccinated and who's not. And it also just helps us know what our populations are doing so that we can be responsive and supportive.
PPS parents and leaders hope that information keeps kids in the classroom.
I'm happy to share that information. Once we have this sort of change and we know people are vaccinated, we need to change those quarantine rules.
And knowing people's vaccination status is one tool that can help us keep kids in school full-time 5 days a week.
I also learned today the PPS school board is planning to meet with staff and county public health officials next week to talk about a possible vaccine mandate for students. They'll look into any legal, health, and equity issues. We only know of one other district in the country with a student mandate so far.